Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. We are on the free to play. As you can tell, I'm super happy. We did it. I am very, very excited to do this on camera with you all. We've got one, we've got two, three. Oh, shoot. Oops. Hold on. I had planned to do this. It's okay. I've got plenty of the Void Brews. So I was happy to use those because I've been saving those up. So one, two, three, and uh, four. So here we go. There we go. And all right, there's all four of them. We've got the million silver. We're gonna fuse. Here we go. And there you have it. Brand new legendary on our account. Armand's the Magnificent. Going to open up a lot of different avenues and areas for us in the game. I'm very, very excited about this champion and what we're going to be able to do with him on the account. So I wanted to talk a little bit more, right? So somebody in my comments, and thank you to whoever it is, if I can get your name here, give me 1 second. So it would have been 1,100 gems. So that would put me at about 1,002. So I'd still have about 1,200 gems left, even after the fusion. Which is about enough, give or take, to get two champions fully mastered. If I wanted to run them through Minotaur, it's not exact. It's not exact, but somewhere in the 600-700 range, I think, is the gem requirement for. That's how many gems you would spend in energy if you were to run them through Minotaur. There's probably an exact spreadsheet out there. I'm sure Saf probably has one, but that's my understanding, is it's in around that realm. So we're sitting really good on gems. We're sitting really good on the account as a whole. So let's talk future plans. So we have our newest 6-star. I 6-starred Arbiter, right? I think I did that on camera for you guys. I have Cold Heart already up to a 5-star. I've done an exhaustive, done a very detailed video on Cold Heart, kind of explaining how she's useful, where you would use her. The next thing I really want to cover is Arbiter, and kind of going over where she's great and how you want to use her, where you want to use her, like what value can you get out of Arbiter on your account, because she is a free Void legendary, and that can be very, very. She just in general is very, very powerful and effective for an account. So, and then of course we have Armands. Now Armands is mostly going to be for wave clear and PvP. This is going to help open up a lot of areas in the tag team arena, which will be nice. Maybe we can get a little bit more progression there. And maybe even on the regular arena team. It kind of depends on how hard he can hit. We know he brings the control, but I'm also going to need somebody to bring the damage. That's going to be a big part of my team. So right now, what will the team become? So once I have Arbiter ascended, mastered, all of that, and geared. Her gear is already done. I already did that as part of an artifact enhancement event. Once Arbiter is set, then she's going to be my arena lead, because I do think her aura, it's 30% in arena. Sun Wukong's is 28% in arena. What is Armand's? 28% in arena. So she still has the better arena lead, aura lead. So it would be Arbiter as my lead. and she's going to be the fastest champion on my team, into Deacon, into Sun Wukong, and still Kale for now, but I do want to replace Kale. I would like to get a better PvP nuker in for Kale. Probably leaning towards Ray as a replacement. I mean, I could even use Seer if I wanted to. But I don't know that I'm going to go with that. Because I don't think I bring enough buffs in the combination that I had just laid out for you. So, lots of cool stuff happening in the count. But most of all, I wanted to show you guys that as free-to-play, you can do it. I'm trying to do one thing on my other screen here. So, I'm not going to read the specific words of this comment. I'm not going to put it on the screen or anything. But I had a real discouraging comment. Not anything towards me. This isn't any drama or anything. But I don't believe English was their first language because it was very poorly written. And I mean that in the sense that, you know, maybe they just didn't understand English. I'm not saying that they didn't know how to write or anything. But they seemed very against this idea that a free-to-play account can work in Raid Shadow Legends. And, I mean, we just completed a fusion for a very powerful legendary in this game. And, quite frankly, I didn't break a sweat. You know, I did it on 2 accounts while also making content on a 3rd account. And having a full-time job. Like, the concept that this game is not free-to-play friendly. Look, if you're trying to be at the tip top of the competitive leaderboard in Arena in Raid Shadow Legends, whether it's live arena, tag team arena, regular arena, any of that, yeah, free-to-play, you're not going to be able to compete. But you can very much enjoy this game and progress in this game as a free-to-play player. What day am I on? I'm on day 196, right? I haven't even been playing this game for a whole year. I have a monstrous roster, and you could easily look at this roster and say, oh, well, you know, you've been very lucky. You got Geomancer, you got Allure, you got Seer, you got Ursula, you know, all these great epics. And then legendaries, you know, I mean, really, these legendaries, and I want to be absolutely clear about what I'm saying. All of these legendaries, I would put, like these ones that I'm looking at right here, I would put kind of in the A+ range. I don't really, not Armand's. Armand's is very high up there, but I'm talking about the ones that I've pulled from shards, right? So that would be these 5. They're great legendaries. They really, truly are. But I don't know that they're as game-breaking as some other legendaries that I've had on my account. This account is really built on the backs of these epics that I have. And the next mission for me, now that we've completed this fusion, I don't know what the future holds as far as the next fusion or anything, but, you know, I'm going to do the same thing I did for this fusion and analyze it from day one and say, okay, are there summoning events? Yes or no? Are there required summoning events? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Do I have the shards for it? If not, I just won't do it. We'll wait until the next one, right? But we have already got back 19 ancients. Like, we're not, you know, we're not slacking or anything. The next goal for the account is definitely Ultra Nightmare Clan boss. I need to buckle down and get to work on that. And that's pretty much the goal for the account. Now, also Arena, and I am of the mind of, hey, focus on one thing at a time. We're pretty solid on Arena on this account. However, I do think that building an Arbiter team will also speed up everything, and I think that Ray will fill that team out rather well by giving me a mix of, what's the word I'm looking for? A mix of affinities. So I'm going to have Sun Wukong, right, as a spirit damage dealer, and then I can have a magic damage dealer in Ray to replace Kale, and that should give me a higher damage output and help me break through some of the tougher teams that I may have faced. So that's kind of the plan for Arena. Now, Armanz definitely could be in the mix there. I just don't know how I fit him into my speed team, per se. I don't think currently my PvP hitters hit hard enough for me to go down to just one nuker. Sun Wukong definitely hits hard, but until I start getting filled out in a lot of areas, you know, you'd really like to see this much higher, over 5k, probably closer to like 6k if you and you know, maybe 250, 260-ish to have a team that can one-shot an entire enemy team. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then also for, you know, 270 or what is it, 285 accuracy is good, but I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna need that to be higher, perhaps. So, you know, there's a lot of areas for growth in this account to kind of sit in gold 5, which is where I would like to be. So, more to come on that. But that is the plan for the future. Now, I probably won't be playing too much. I'm probably just going to get all my dailies and stuff done tonight. Nothing too crazy. I've been doing a lot of leveling, a lot of champion training. The champion training event is over, of course. And this Path of the Clover, the Hero's Path event, I definitely cannot do it on this account. The Titan event is very intriguing, but I am a little tapped out on resources, so we'll have to see what events come through. So far, it's only been the Path of the Clover that has given festival points. I don't even think the current tournament for Sand Devil gives Clover points either. So we've got a little bit of time and work to do. I'm just curious real quick. Yeah, so I've still got to get some food up for the 2 that I want to 6-star next. I do think Coldheart will be next, because not only do I want to have a video talking about her, I want to do a video showing you guys how a free-to-play, this one in particular, would build her, and how and where I would use her, and what is so powerful and effective about her. Because for whatever reason, I'm still getting questions, even from my clan, about Coldheart. It seems to be some kind of, you know, enigma that people can't really seem to kind of grasp how she can really help an account. So I'd love to get her built and put her into action. She'll probably shore up some of my weaker areas, like that team failed again on Spider at least 2 other times. So that team's not 100%. Coldheart would help in that regard. She can also help me make a HP burn team work better, which I really want to show off to you guys. Also, having Godseeker really changes that too, because Godseeker, I think, is a perfect companion to that team. So we have a lot of stuff on the horizon. I'm not going to take a big break. You're still going to see content. I almost didn't do this tonight, but I wanted to fuse Armand's, and I wanted it to be on camera, so I went ahead and made a video tonight. But we will definitely have a video tomorrow, I'd say. I guess I don't think I'm going to take any like breaks in making videos, but I may not have any big content updates. It may be little things here and there where I'm just kind of giving you small updates about, okay, hey, I used my energy while I was at work and we ran Minotaur and, you know, and then I'll, you know, ascend, because I feel like I think I'm deep enough to fully ascend Arbiter. I do think that I could fully ascend her. I guess why not? Let's do it. Because I do want her to be fully ascended. It's funny, I think the arcane ones are going to be the limiting factor here. Oh, I needed to. Whoops. Maybe not. We might be running low now. So 6 and 4. Oh yeah, we're fine. And there we go. Fully ascended Arbiter. And all of this success, and I have to keep talking about this, and I got to keep, you know, mentioning this kind of stuff, is because of being patient and planning ahead. If you're struggling in this game, if you're a free-to-play player and you're struggling in this game and you're sitting there looking and saying, what is it that Roadblock is doing that I'm not doing? I don't understand. You know, a lot of it, patience. This isn't a game that you're going to win in 2 days. This isn't a game that you're going to win in 2 years as a free-to-play player. It's going to take time, and it's going to take patience. That means not pulling shards every opportunity. I mean, you'll see right now, I'm not jumping on this progressive chance event or anything like that. I'm taking my time. I'm waiting. You know, although Grazur is really good, and I may try to pull for him on the main account. But, you know, it's all about patience and taking your time and, you know, just being smart with your resources. And I feel like that is why I was able to succeed on this one. Now, could I have done the previous fusion? It's very well possible I could have, right? And I think I would have been fine to have tried. But I took the safer route. I took the easier kind of guaranteed option by saying, I'll wait one more fusion instead of putting myself to the limit and having no resources left. I waited and I was able to do this one without breaking a sweat, and I'm very proud of that fact. So this is a big milestone for any account, but certainly for a free-to-play account. Just did our first fusion. Looking forward to the next one. It's very possible that we may not be able to do the next one, but we will amass as many resources as we can between now and then, and hopefully we'll be able to find success, right? So I'm going to call this a video, but before I go, as always, I really, really want to thank you guys. Today at work, because I do talk about my YouTube channel at work, because they're my friends, and, you know, my coworkers are my friends, and they're interested. They ask me, you know, hey, how's your YouTube channel going and stuff, and I tell them, and you know, I showed them today we're at 920 subscribers, right? And they looked at that and they're like, weren't you just at like 800 something? And I was like, yeah, I was. So I just have to say thank you to all of you. Just, I mean, I feel like I say it every episode and it loses its emphasis, but the reality is that I truly am grateful for all of you who are watching this content and subscribing, liking my videos, commenting on my videos, commenting on other videos from other content creators that I've been in. It's just the support that you guys have given me means the world to me. And I will never be able to thank you guys enough for giving me this opportunity. You know, my friend today joked, and again, this is a joke. I'm not, there's no ego here. But my friend of mine joked. He was like, "You're gonna be a big time YouTuber. You're gonna be famous and rich, and all, you know, making all these little jokes and stuff, right?" And I was like, "No, no, you know, I'm look at, you know, I'm just saying, oh, maybe I'm lucky enough to have, you know, this many subscribers, or you know, comparing to other channels and stuff like that." And um but I was very kind of happy to be able to, I was excited and waiting. You know, we were very busy today and I kept waiting and be like, "All right, are we slow enough? Can I go tell them and be like, hey, check this out. Look, dude, I got 920, you know, like I'm so thankful for I I I don't know where this ends up going, but with every single subscriber that we get on this channel, it's one step closer for a small content creator to achieve their dream, right? And I mean, this is a dream going all the way back to when I was a kid. Um, I remember, I'm gonna try and keep this story short and sweet, but I remember having a conversation with my mom about wanting to be like a professional Halo player or something like that. And I mean, this is like Halo 1 or Halo 2. Um, and the reason I bring that up is because I just knew that I always wanted my life to be related to video games. And so whether it's content creation like this, or maybe this transitions into something else, who knows what the future may hold. But the bottom line is that every subscription that I get on this account is one step closer to me achieving my dream of having a career in video games of some kind. I don't, you know. So uh thank you for those of you that have been supporting me and helping me get closer to achieving that dream. 1,000 is the goal for now, and who knows what comes after that, right? So, without any more long, boring stories, thank you guys so much for your support, and I will see you on the next video.